Hello, welcome to my little channel. We are going to unbox some Ferris Wheel Press inks today. As some of you might know, I am a Ferris Wheel Press creative ambassador, but these inks I actually bought myself. I had a little bit of credit with them and they had a sale going on, so I decided to use up that credit and pick some inks of my own. So let's have a look what we have inside. So I'm super excited about this because I picked up some of the Lord of the Rings inks. I got a little bottle of the Verdant Voyage because I have a lot of greens, but I really wanted to test it out. I got a big bottle of the Gandalf one, which is Dawning Silver, and I also got a big bottle of the Sauron one, which is Shadows of Mordor. So I'm super excited to open those. The branding on this is just so fun. I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings, so these were a must. Then I managed to get this Morningside mint for a really good price. I think it was almost 50% off or something, so I grabbed this one. It's a giant, I think 80 ml bottle. Yeah, 85 mils. So this is one of their really big bottles, so I'll open that so you can have a look at that. I think it comes in like a little velvet pouch. Oh yeah, and I got a little sample of one of the Superman inks. I didn't want to grab them all, but this one interested me because I really like sort of bluish teal colors. So I just got a little 10 ml sampler of that one. And then I picked up these other ones which were on sale too. I got Main Street Marmalade, and I'm thinking this is going to be a pretty light ink, but I kind of want to use it for mixing. And I got Pink Sugar Beach. I hope this is sort of like a vibrant pink. They are normally quite similar to what the packaging is, so we'll check that out. But this one just looked really pretty and bright. I can also use it for mixing as well. And then I had a really hard time. There was a bunch of sort of fuchsia-y purpley inks, and I had a couple in my cart and decided to switch them out, but I ended up getting Midway the Magnificent. So I thought this one just looked really cool, so we will sample that one out too. So I'm going to go ahead and make little sample vials of these, except for the little ones here, because I don't really like just using them straight from the bottle unless it's for promotional reasons and stuff, for aesthetics. So I'm going to go do that and come back and we will swatch them out. Alright, so I made all of the samples for these. I did see the color a little bit because I swatched these on the top, but these normally aren't super accurate, so I'm still excited to swatch them. And then I just put little stickers on the top of these and haven't tried those out yet. I think I'll do these four first, and then we'll go on to the Lord of the Rings one and the Superman one. Alright, so we have our Kokuyo Sarasa paper here, which I really like to swatch on. We have our little vial holder, which I got at Daiso, and we have all of our samples. So let's start off with swatching out Saint Marmalade. So I think this doesn't have a shimmer. Yeah, so this is just a beautiful sort of very light orangey yellow, which I think will be great for mixing. I love that it doesn't have a shimmer in it. I really do love Ferris Wheel Press shimmer inks. I think they behave really well. I think they're great, but I also just love having their plain inks because then you can mix them together, and sometimes you don't want to put a shimmer ink in a pen, so that gives you a little bit more flexibility, so I'm glad they do both. So this one looks like it's drying a little darker than when you put it down, which is nice. Does anybody like marmalade? I love marmalade, especially when it has big bits of the peel in it. Oh, I love it. Used to have it on toast, like white toast with a bunch of butter and some marmalade. So good. Okay, yeah, so this is drying really nice and sort of orangey yellow. Very marmalade-y for sure. I think, is it Paddington Bear that loves marmalade sandwiches? I'm not quite sure. It's very British. When I grew up in Australia, we did get a lot of British television, so I was totally aware of Paddington and stuff. I don't think I was a huge fan, but he was super cute with his little Wellington boots and such. Alright, so let's try Morningside Mint. So this looks like a nice, fresh, greenish blue color. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, so going down quite light like the Saint Marmalade, but then as it's drying, it's looking a little darker. The only bummer when doing these swatching videos, all the same brand, you have to write out, if it's a long name, you have to write it out multiple times. It's actually the same when I do my swatching, when I'm doing one color and I'll test it on different papers. I have to write out the same name over and over again, but you know, for the love of it. I'm not sure what Morningside, is that a location, Morningside? I'm not quite sure. Let me know in the comments, but that one is really yummy. Very readable. Actually, both of these are quite readable, more than I thought. I thought they'd be much sort of lighter in the text, but you're getting a bunch of shading. Really nice. And again, I think these will be fabulous for mixing. They don't have any shimmer in them, so very useful. But yeah, good for writing on their own, actually. I'm surprised by that. Okay, let's do Pink Sugar Beach. This one has some shimmer in it. I believe it's sort of like a pinky purple shimmer. So I like to swatch out the ones that don't have shimmer first, so I don't have to change out my water as much. Because once it gets shimmer in it, even when you wash your brush out, you get it on the next one. Oh wow, this one's really nice. Look at that. That is a beautiful pink. Aren't all three of those just gorgeous together? Ferris Wheel Press does make some very light inks, so this one is definitely readable and nice. Oh, I really like that one. I wonder if there's, I can't see much shimmer yet, but you normally have to wait till it dries. Well, isn't that a beautiful start? Look how gorgeous those go together. All right, our next one is Midway the Magnificent. I think this also has a shimmer. Oh yeah, look, a purple shimmer. So this is kind of a fuchsia ink with a purple shimmer. I have so many Ferris Wheel Press inks now. Being a creative ambassador, I get quite a lot of ink from them to try out. I think maybe I will do a giveaway. I was thinking about it and I was looking at all my bottles and it's like, there's no way I'm going to use up all of that. So I think what I might do is make up some samples and then do a giveaway of the sample set. Maybe like 10 to 12 samples maybe. I'll think about it while we're swatching, and I'll probably run it on Instagram just because it's safer. You tend to get a lot of spam entries on YouTube and it's not as safe, so for the host and the winner. So I'll probably host it over on Instagram. That is absolutely beautiful. I love these really vibrant purpley fuchsias. I just think they're so yummy. I'm so sorry. Somebody outside is mowing their lawn or weed whacking or something, so there is a incessant hum in the background. I apologize for that. Hopefully they'll finish soon. It is a Sunday, so I can't wrong them for doing yard work, but unfortunate timing, to say the least. Yeah, and I think I really fell in love with this kind of color when I tried out Einstein Ring, Colorverse Einstein Ring. It was the most vibrant color. Let me go grab a swatch of it and see, because I think it's very similar. All right, so I'm back, and as you can see, it is very, very similar to Einstein Ring. Maybe just a little less intense, a little more pinky than purpley, but I would say very, very, very close. Obviously without the shimmer. Einstein Ring has a little bit of sheen in when you lay it down pretty heavy, but yeah, this is super pretty. I really, really like it. I will definitely be using this one. Okay, on to the next one. Ooh, we're on to the Lord of the Rings. So this one is Dawning Silver. So this is the one that is dedicated to Gandalf. So this is the Two Towers when he's says, expect me at first light, which is the dawn. So I think that's what they're basing this on. And the art on the box is just gorgeous. It's of the scene at Helm's Deep where Gandalf and the Rohirrim storm down unexpectedly. So really cool scene. I have the extended versions of these movies and I must have seen them, I don't know, like 20 times. But I actually, I really love the making of. If you ever get a chance to see the making of these movies, it just makes you, like, it made me so emotional because the camaraderie within the whole creation of those movies, like everybody seemed like a big family, all the actors and all the people that put work into it, like the set designers, the costume designers. Oh wow, this is gorgeous. Didn't really get enough ink though. Just an amazing feat, and I actually kind of enjoyed it more than the movies, just because it was so beautiful to see how they all worked together to create this amazing thing, and I just wanted to be part of it. So yeah, it seemed like such a wonderful sort of overall production. Okay, so let's write this down. So dawning silver. So we've got a lot of text, so let's just do Ferris Wheel Press. Yeah, that's really beautiful. Oh, I love that one. I mean, a grey ink is a grey ink, but I quite love them. I think this one's really, really nice. Yeah, it looks like we're getting quite some interesting haloing in here in the text. There's quite a lot of shimmer. I mean, it really does depend how you shake up your sample and all that kind of stuff, but I think it's quite lovely. So I'm glad I have a big bottle of that one. Yeah, so for the giveaway, I have my fountain pen ink companion online, that little resource where you can put in all your inks. I think what I'll do is I will just send that to the winner, and they can pick any of the Ferris Wheel Press inks that I own for me to create a sample from. Gosh, I don't know how many I have, how many bottles I have, but that should be really fun, including these two that I just got, which is the Shadows of Mordor and the Dawning Silver, because I'll have enough of that to share. Oh gosh. Whoa, this is so much deeper than I thought. I thought it was going to be more of a vibrant red. Oh, that's delicious. That is kind of evil, a little bit evil there. You can feel it. And what's the shimmer? What color shimmer is in here? Is it kind of like a gold? Okay. Oh gosh, I dipped that one in like a crazy person. So much ink in there. Okay. So we have Ferris Wheel Press. And this one writes quite dark. I'm quite surprised at that. I thought it would be a little lighter. I did expect it to be sort of a more bright red, but I don't think that would have been appropriate. I think this really sums up how evil Sauron was, and the Shadows of Mordor. Yeah, that shadows really encompasses that. Feels very deep and dark and secretive. So I like that a lot. Okay, and we have one more of Lord of the Rings, which is the Verdant Voyage. So I'm just going to take it directly from here. Oh, it has a gorgeous green on the bottom, like a green, a very light. Let me just throw that for effect. So it's sort of like a very light goldish green. Oh gosh, I shaked the bejeebers out of that one. It's very foamy. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, now I regret not getting a full bottle of this one. Oh, it's really shifting as it dries too. It went down more of a bluish green, and it's really drying into this yellowy green. Oh, that's really nice. I like that one. I really like how they went quite subdued with these. The book and the movie are fairly sort of soul-searching, so I like that they went quite moody with these. I think it's very appropriate. I mean, it has that beautiful shimmer in it to lighten up the Hobbit's view, but it definitely still feels a little grungy and slightly sad in a way. It's not the beautiful vibrant green of the Shire. It definitely has a bit more depth to it, which I think is appropriate. What's this one? Verdant Voyage. That is an interesting name, Verdant Voyage. I get the voyage part, the verdant. Not really sure about that. Maybe something like soul-destroying voyage or arduous voyage. That's quite lovely. Yes, I think they did quite well with those. I like them a lot. Okay, and our last one is, oh gosh, look at that shimmer. That is icy, icy blue. This one is Frozen Fortress, which is appropriate to have an icy blue shimmer. So the other colors were lovely. There was a bright red and was there a yellow or a green? I can't remember what the other one was, but this one really caught my eye. I don't love red inks, don't see myself using it too much. So I thought I'll just grab this one because it seemed like an ink that I would use. And I love tealy blue colors. All right, let's see what this one's like. Oh, that is beautiful. wow, so fresh and super compared to those ones. Oh, they did well on that. That's lovely. Very light and heroic, I guess. Oh, what fun. What fun. Okay, well, that was lovely. So I think what I'll do with the giveaway, I will post a link in the description to the Instagram post. I'll create an Instagram post for that. And yeah, so it'll be over on Instagram. It'll probably be like, just tag a friend just so that we can spread the word. I know people hate tagging everyone, so I won't make you tag 3 friends. But hopefully you can just send it to one friend to sort of spread the word a little bit. And it will just be like to follow my Instagram and YouTube accounts and like the post or something like that. So that might be kind of fun and help me use up some of this ink. Give it away to somebody who can have a play with it as well. Yeah, so thanks for joining me for this little session. Good luck on the giveaway, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.